We have seen aid coming from the UK via the government, but we've also seen firefighters heading this way as well. Let's bring in Matt Wrack, should we? He is the head of the Fire Brigades Union. I wonder if we could start with that, please, first, Matt. Many of your members heading this way to do what they can.
Good morning, Kay. Yes, we have specialists in the Fire and Rescue Service, Fire Brigades Union members, and many of them have travelled all over the world to disasters such as earthquakes, including this occasion, and I want to pay tribute to them, obviously. It's a remarkable work they're doing in most appalling circumstances.
Yeah, I wonder if I could also ask you about the fact that I think you've postponed the next strike following an increased pay offer during lengthy talks with the employers. What can you tell me?
Yeah, so we were at a meeting with the employers late into the night last night, and we have a revised pay offer. We haven't called any strikes, so we haven't postponed anything, but we simply we've decided that we will not call any strikes while we consult our members. It is an improved pay offer. It's still below inflation, but it's a 2-year offer of 7% and 5%. That is a change, and that we have agreed that we will put that to our members, and they will make a decision on that over the next few weeks. So we will ballot them, and they will have to assess what that means to them. Weighing that up against going on strike and so on, and they will make that decision now.
That's backdated to July of last year?
So yeah, the year one, 7% will be backdated to July the 1st last year, and then 5% offer from July the 1st this year. And I suppose the advantage of where we are is that we have negotiated in some of the other public sector disputes. There are pay review bodies who effectively, it seems to me, impose pay offers on workforces without negotiations. The difference with us is we don't have a pay review body, and frankly we don't want one. We actually negotiate with our employers, and that allows some movement. So in this case they have moved from 2% to 5%, now to 7% and 5%. That's clearly a shift in position, and that's what our members will consider. Equally, it's still below inflation, and our members will weigh up all the different factors that they face in their lives, in their working lives, and with their families.
Yeah, 88% of firefighters and control room staff, I'm told, voted in favour of strike action. I'm guessing that they want an inflation-busting pay rise. Are you going to hold out for that?
Look, we haven't assessed. We've only got this offer late last night. We acknowledge it is a significant movement by our employers, but as you say, it's not inflation busting, certainly for year one. We don't know the position for year two, the 2023 position, but it is clearly movement from our employers, and we welcome that, and that's how useful dialogue can be. And our members will assess all those things, because clearly going on strike is a big step to take as well. People suffer financial and other hardships by going on strike. But our members will make that decision. They've been involved all the way through. They told us they didn't want 2%. They told us overwhelmingly they didn't want 5%. We will now put this offer to them. We're a democratic organisation, and our members, ordinary firefighters across the UK, will make that decision.
Do you see your members as essential workers?
Absolutely. They perform a life-saving public safety role every day of their working lives. And you can see that's in stark example you've given from the earthquakes now. But here in the UK, every day, keeping people safe, in making sure buildings are safe, inspecting buildings, and of course responding to 999 calls, but fires, other emergencies. Absolutely an essential workforce, considered key workers during the pandemic.
But given that, the reason I asked you that, Matt, is given that you're an essential service, the government going to stop you striking?
Well, yeah, absolutely disgraceful attack in our view, Kay, on our rights, and we will continue to campaign against that law. And it is really undemocratic, particularly in the middle of a campaign, in the middle of discussions about pay and campaigns on pay. To change the rules, indeed to change the law, is frankly undemocratic and, in our view, authoritarian. Examples have been drawn, or comparisons have been drawn with the situation in Europe. We're familiar with the position of firefighters in Europe, and the position is completely different to here. Firefighters have much stronger employment rights and protections and trade union rights in the countries that have been quoted by government ministers. So this proposed law is completely undemocratic, and we will fight it every step of the way.
Okay, it's good to talk to you. Do let us know what happens as far as going back to your members are concerned and what happens next. Thanks for your time this morning. Thank you.